With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Baltimore Ravens. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They'll start by running the option to the right. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. And all the way down to the 5. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Well, you know, most quarterbacks, when you talk about their big playability, you talk about the arm, but this, an absolutely huge play with a leg.
And also with his mind, because he had to see this play develop in order to make the decision to keep it and run. And how about him looking up and seeing the C's park for him once he got past the line of scrimmage? My first thought, I think he can go all the way, and I'm trying not to take over your call of this play, partner.
They'll run with Dobbins. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Here's Jackson to throw. Touchdown! Mark Andrews with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Ravens need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. It's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
On 1st down, Watson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
You look at this Baltimore defense.
Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
And from analyzing them and talking with their defensive coordinator, we know they have a full playbook. So look for them to mix up coverages, pressure one play, fall back the next. They'll do a lot of different things trying to confuse the offense.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
1st down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
That's fielded at the 8-yard line.
A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return.
And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football.
From the gun, Jackson. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Give him 2 on the play there. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st down.
These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4, and it was the Ravens getting the road victory in that one, so now they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Baltimore.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
Well, they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle. I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. The Ravens at 6-3 on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
This defense for the Browns, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that will extend their lead even further.
So a touchdown on their opening drive and 3 more here, and it adds to their first quarter lead.
Yeah, everything's going according to plan so far because the offense has moved the ball, defense able to do their job, and here the special teams unit comes through with their contribution. A field goal to make it 10-zip.
And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. The Browns drive about to get started. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Yeah, look at this Baltimore defense.
Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
And that right there is what they're going to need to do because this is not an elite unit. They've got to keep everything in front of them, rally up and make plays. What a lot of defensive coordinators call top-down defense. Don't give up anything behind you.
After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9.
Watson now to throw. He's going to let this one go deep.
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. A pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down.
Here's Corey Bajorquez to punt this thing away. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Fielded just inside the 30.
Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. They go play action now. Jackson. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Jackson now.
They set up the screen for Dobbins.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup on the 11 and Baltimore 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Jackson from the shotgun.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Zay Flowers stretch out their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. A shotgun snap for Watson. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
This is fielded at the 27. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. At their own 32-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now.
And this will be caught at the 30. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 68 yards. And the Ravens continue to pull away here in this first half. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Out of the gun, Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. So the completion good for just 3. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
The Browns on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw is Watson. Completes it right side to Cooper. And he is going to have a Browns first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. On 1st and 10, Watson letting one fly deep for Cooper. That's caught inside the 20. A big play that time for Cleveland. 49 yards.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns get a bit closer. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit, because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Oh, first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And room there to work it inside the 25. 44 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
22-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the close fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Here's Watson on the sneak. Credit there goes to those guys up front.
Certainly does, but we're also seeing how quarterbacks plays on the sneak. When I played high school ball, my coach John Ford used to say, just get down behind those guys and pick up the first down. Now these guys might hesitate a count, use their vision in their eyes, and find the crease and dive for it that way.
1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
Flushed out right, and he'll just get rid of it.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight, planted their feet, and forced the incompletion on 1st down.
Second and 10. Back to throw, Watson. He's got the connection to Moore.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Watson.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Now they send a man in motion right. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Browns get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Dalvin Tomlinson, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
On point, fellas. That's right, it's about time.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Keep the ball moving.
Jackson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. Two-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
Now it's Watson. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Here's Watson. And that will be incomplete. They got scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 31-yard line.
Bring it back. You know what it is. Take it to the half. Hold on to it.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Options galore here, second and a few inches. Play action. Now Jackson. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to third and inches. They'll try to run for it to Dobbins. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Right back to Dobbins on first. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 68 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Jackson going to change things up a bit. On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. And about 20 yards on the pickup. But officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now 2nd and 5. Jackson. To the right side, into the hands of Flowers. That'll be good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Play action. It's Jackson. Right side, there's Likely with it. And a gain of 5. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Here's 3rd and 9. Now it's Jackson. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25.
The Browns drive about to get started.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback.
Down the numbers. There he goes.
Now he's into the clear again. Nick Chubb.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 75 yards.
And the Browns are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Ravens 31, Browns 21.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. He'll get this to Flowers, left side.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brings up second and 4 at the 31-yard line.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter.
You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
They'll come up now second and 4 from the 31.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
82 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now Jackson on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Flowers. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Out of bounds at the 43-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
Here's a 2nd and 5. An option handoff here to Dobbins.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They go play action with Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
To throw is Jackson. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
I like his awareness in the pocket there. Nowhere to go with the football. So instead of forcing it to the sideline, he's just going to put this one into the harbor and live to fight another down without getting wet.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 17-yard line. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
A give up the middle to Dobbins. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. And
intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. This is 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Watson. And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
They'll fire deep, looking for more. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 41 yards. And the Browns have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Hopkins with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Browns 28.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand. I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It looked like almost some miscommunication defensively, because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball, but the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Throwing now is Jackson. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're going for it with Dobbins. And he has the Ravens first down, and it will appear that that's going to be the one to do it. And it goes a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
Here comes Dobbins on the toss right. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
People are getting paid. People are cashing checks.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home